I have a question about.
Would you like Oprah?
Sure. I have a question about wasteful nuclear weapons spending. I know in the past that you've said that on this issue we should pay more attention to our military experts than our politicians, and I agree. I want to point out that our 4-star military general Colin Powell has said that nuclear weapons are useless. And I guess as president, my question for you would be, how would you build on the legacy started by Reagan, endorsed by many military experts, and continued by President Obama to seek the peace and security of a world without nuclear weapons? And if so, how?
Yeah, it's going to require constant work and constant and dialing up our diplomatic efforts. It's going to require a presidential commitment, and it's going to require us oftentimes leading with action rather than waiting until the perfect confluence of goodwill exists in the hearts of all of our opponents and other nations of this world. So I believe that we can modernize our force and also reduce nuclear weapons. I believe that we have an urgent responsibility to take actions to make sure that nuclear weapons don't fall into the hands of non-state and bad actors. And both of those interests point to the United States taking the lead in reducing the size of this world's nuclear warheads. And that's what I intend to do.
Governor O'Malley, thank you for your time today. Always a pleasure seeing you. And I also want to thank you on your leadership for seeking a world without nuclear weapons and your commitment to kind of reducing global nuclear stockpiles. Just have a quick follow-up question. I totally agree with you that we need to address the crumbling infrastructure surrounding our nuclear forces here in the United States. But I feel a little bit confused when you talk about modernizing and overhauling the U.S. nuclear arsenal. Not only is it incredibly expensive, it's planned or kind of estimated to cost $1 trillion over the next 30 years. But I strongly believe that it sends the wrong message to the rest of the world that the United States is not serious about multilateral global nuclear arms reduction when we're investing such a significant amount of money in kind of overhauling and modernizing our own. So I just wanted to hear a little bit more why you support modernizing our nuclear arsenal.
I support modernizing our nuclear arsenal in an effort to not only strengthen the triad deterrence, but also to protect it from possible cyber incursions and those sorts of attacks as well. And I think at the end of the day, if we can reduce the number of nuclear warheads, that does send a strong signal rather than a counter signal. I mean, I think to modernize and to reduce should be the goal. That's what I believe.
Thank you.
Now we're going to send her for another round. She's making laps. What is your name? Abel? Thank you.
Thank you.